First pitch moments away in Cleveland. It'll be the Tigers and the Indians. Next. It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Shane Bieber, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
Stepping into the box, Victor Reyes. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The 1-0. And now this misses as well, as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now. Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. Now here's the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0. Three and one.
Finally got one over. Nothing worse than starting the game with a 4-pitch walk.
The 3-1 pitch. He swung on and missed. A full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Santana handles it for the first out of the game.
Batting second, the shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
So striding in, Niko Goodrum, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And he takes strike two. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And that'll bring up the veteran Miguel Cabrera, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. This one's down to third, and Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
TJ Crone.
Here's C.J. Crone now, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The 2-0 on the way. A high fastball is in there.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Cabrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he lays off again, ball 3.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Set. Here's the 3-1.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1 left for Detroit. It's the Tigers 0. Tribe coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Matthew Boyd, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Strike thrower, not afraid to go in and challenge hitters. He's kind of what a manager would like to have. You know what you're going to get with Matthew Boyd. He's not afraid to throw the fastball or his breaking stuff over the plate. Sneaky, really good pitcher.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now here it comes.
0-1. Counts 1-0.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Batting second, the center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
Here's Carlos Santana now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Pitch on the way.
Nope. That's inside.
Yeah, and he's letting these guys know early on he's not going to be afraid to work inside. I'm interested to see if that takes some of the aggressiveness away from these hitters.
Santana in front with a 2-0 count. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and foul, though it had the home run distance. The 2-1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana as the Tribe move out in front 1-0.
Way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman.
As he takes a cold strike on the black, it's 0-1. Lifetime numbers against Matt Boyd. He has 7 hits in 27 at-bats. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Hopped up. Cron will put this one away, and the side is retired. Indians pick up 1 thanks to this at-bat from Carlos Santana. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Cleveland. At the plate, Jonathan Schoop. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Jonathan Schoop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
A ball and no strikes. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 5th, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Now in the box, Jeimer Candelario. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. One out, nobody on.
Ball, that's
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Runner at second here with one man out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. Onto the home run porch and gone.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
To the plate now, Austin Romine. As he'll take a look at ball one. Now the pitch. Bases are empty, one man out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close. Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Coming to the plate now, Jacoby Jones. He's set, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mercado is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, Victor Reyes.
Stepping in, Victor Reyes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. In there for strike one, 0-1. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
One pitch shy of 40 for him right now, and he's not even out of the second inning of work. He's definitely not being as efficient on the mound as he'd like.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2, and Detroit's taken a 2-1 lead. And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
Designated hitter, Franmil Reyes.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Striding into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. As a look, now the pitch. In there for strike 1.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
The 0-1. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
This is skied into short left center. Jones comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Batting 7. The left fielder, Domingo Santana.
So coming to the plate, Domingo Santana. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Runners on first with 1 down. Drilled on the ground to short. He's right there. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Indians fail to score. They're down 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Niko Goodrum.
The shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
First pitch of the at-bat. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with it, the Tigers have been staked to a 3-1 lead.
Well, in just a little more than 2 innings of work, he's given up 2 homers. Could be just one of those games for him. We'll see how much rope they give him. It's definitely getting shorter at the moment.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Miguel Cabrera. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Miguel Cabrera.
And now a pitch on the way. Knuckle curve down below the knees, 1-0. No outs, nobody on. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
So that'll bring up C.J. Cron, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. A swing by Cron, and it's hammered out to left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run for C.J. Cron, and the Tigers have taken a 4-1 lead. Here's Jonathan Schoop now, as he sends it on the ground to first. Gloved by Santana, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next to the Tigers, the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next it'll be Jeimer Candelario. Now here's the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Mercado has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Tigers lead it 4-1. Now to the plate, Roberto Perez, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. Perez, a native of Puerto Rico. He was taken in the very late rounds during the 2008 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Romine corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Perez is retired, and there's 1 away.
Batting 9, the right fielder, Greg
Striding
Allen.
in for the Indians, Greg Allen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. Schoop has it, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Striding in, Francisco Lindor. First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the gap in left center. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. He'll get it into second. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
The center fielder.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate usually gets deposited in the seats.
At the plate now, Oscar Mercado, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Mercado is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays. And not only threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now batting, Kristen Stewart. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the box, Austin Romine. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Hernandez ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's down to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. At the plate, Carlos Santana. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone. And it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Jones is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
The batter, the designated hitter, Gandhi Reyes.
So 2 gone now for the Tribe here in the 4th. And here's Franmil Reyes stepping in. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the ball.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail it 4-1. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch in there. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Now a late bunt attempt here, but he misses strike 2. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. Allen is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in and looking for more, Niko Goodrum. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ballgame. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, the designated hitter, Miguel Cabrera.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Miguel Cabrera. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, C.J. Cron.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Tigers leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back to Progressive Field in Cleveland as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
For the Indians,
all right, Heidi, thank you. Ready now, Cesar Hernandez. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now here's the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Drilled right back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in now, Domingo Santana. From the belt, the pitch.
Oh, that's good.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
Stepping in now, Roberto Perez, as he lines it hard to the right side but out of play. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Down, 0-2.
One run on 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. And it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2.
Inside, ball 2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
In now for Cleveland, Greg Allen. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Just a great at bat there. That 1-out double gets a run across, and now they've got runners at second and third, and are 1 solid swing away from making this a real big inning.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Gets a small piece near the plate, but that one rolls foul. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor. Fouled away. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So stepping in, Oscar Mercado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
So now Carlos Santana, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Dominic Leone takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 53, Dominic Leone.
So that'll bring up Jonathan Schoop. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Here's the first pitch to him. Cut fastball taken for strike one. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. And it's 0-2 to Schoop. Leone, once a member of the Cardinals organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Now the payoff pitch home. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The next 3-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw too late to get him at first. Not a thing of beauty, but it's an infield single nonetheless.
Number 14.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Here comes the first pitch, and he fouls this one off. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. Good waste pitch, 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 1-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Romine.
Digging in once again, Austin Romine. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Lifted in the air to center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Detroit, but they still lead this one 4-2. Ready once again, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw.
1-0 pitch on the way.
That's outside.
Left center, base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to, even though it's where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Franmil Reyes is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time.
2 balls.
And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Fielded cleanly to 2nd for 1. On to 1st, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason Hernandez.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Cesar Hernandez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. Detroit is out in front, 4-2. Hunter Wood is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 44, Hunter Wood.
New inning set to get underway. At the plate, Jacoby Jones. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Jacoby.
Here comes the first pitch.
ball, that's outside.
At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Liner towards second, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around first, digging for 2. And the Tigers are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
So now to the plate, Victor Reyes. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
Now back.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Now at the plate, Nico Goodrum, and their runners at the corners now. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And now we'll look at the plate, but go to second instead. There's one. On to first, but not in time. It's a fielder's choice and an RBI.
Now back.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the one.
Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Cabrera. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope, outside. Ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Tigers' designated hitter.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And it's fouled away. A runner on first with 2 away. Two balls and a strike to C.J. Cron. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is off the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's now 6-2. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
In now, Jonathan Schoop, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Big swing by Schoop now, and a ball traveling well to left field. Left fielder looking up at the track, the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run homer for Jonathan Schoop, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Adam Pletko comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
45. Adam Pletko.
At the plate, Jeimer Candelario.
Third baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. Right side, but it's well fouled. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So it's 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Tigers are out in front, 8-2. Tyler Alexander gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Tyler Alexander.
Last half of the 7th here. Into the box now, Domingo Santana. He went down on strikes last time up.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box, Roberto Perez. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Schoop. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Greg Allen.
Digging in, Greg Allen. He's 1 for 2 in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Schoop is there, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Indians go down 1-2-3. Still 8-2. Into the box now, Kristen Stewart. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Number 14.
First delivery to him on the way. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So digging in now, Austin Romine. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's high for a ball. 1-0. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Bounced weakly near the plate. That winds up foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and oh my, hit him with the high, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot to right center as this is now a 7-run ball game. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely knocking the cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Reyes. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Now batting, the shortstop, Niko Goodrum.
Stepping in now, Niko Goodrum.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
He reached on a fielder's choice previously. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Reyes is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 8 now.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
So now to the plate, Miguel Cabrera, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now the 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. He'll come home with it. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Phil Maton enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Phil Maton.
Standing in now, C.J. Cron, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. The set and the 1-0 pitch.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count. That's ball
And
3.
it misses. 3-1 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
The 3-1.
8-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, number 8, second baseman,
Ready to take his hacks again, Jonathan Schoop, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
3 runs already home here. To short, hit hard. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So they pick up 3 runs on 4 hits here. No errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Tigers 11 and the Indians 2. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopper down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A bouncer to the left side, right to him. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, the center fielder, Oscar Mercado.
Striding in once again, Oscar Mercado. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Another one sent foul. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 2-2 one more time. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short, as he'll hang on here to record the second out.
Carlos Santana.
Stepping up now, Carlos Santana. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
The 1-0 home is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Two and 1 to the Indians' first baseman. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Jose Ramirez would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman, Contact.
So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Jose Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
That's wide, 2-0. Two out with the man at first. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's tarrying. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box now, Franmil Reyes, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. No hits to this point.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
On to first, and the Tribe are held in check as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We've played 8 full. The Tigers lead it 11-2. All set for the start of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Jeimer Candelario. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
0-1 the count. A bouncer up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
Now batting, number 14.
To the plate now, Kristen Stewart. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this one will bounce into the wall. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
He smacked a homer back in the 8th in this one. Hit out towards second. Scooped up to second for 1. To Santana to get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
In now, Jacoby Jones. He went down on strikes last time up. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
A man on third with 2 down. Bounce towards the second baseman. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Settling in now, Cesar Hernandez, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 3-1 now. Domingo Santana is on deck. The 3-1. Swing and a liner. And this will get through into left for a leadoff hit.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
In now, Domingo Santana, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A 2-0 count to the Indians left fielder. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Brian Garcia comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Brian Garcia.
Roberto Perez will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the belt, the pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Garcia, just 24 years of age. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 1st and 2nd here with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here, from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Fouled away. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Digging in, Greg Allen, looking to cut into that big deficit they've got in front of them. From the stretch. Hit out towards second. Slide and a stop by Schoop. One there. It's late. He's safe. An outstanding effort that time, but that's a base hit, and the run's in to score. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Francisco Lindor. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Ball
3-1.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Last strike now for Cleveland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
11-4 at the end of this affair. The Tigers took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Matthew Boyd earns the victory on the mound. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.